Hello, this is VTuber Kasumi, and today I just want to go over the game The Cube Save Us. Now, a lot of people have been hating on this game, saying it's bad, but is it really bad, or do you guys just not know how to play it properly? Today I'm going to go over some things that I recommend to help you start off strong. So, first of all, this is my character, and I just want to go over the stats real fast. So, in the Cube Save Us, this game is brutal. I mean, it is brutal. If you're level 1, you're probably gonna either get hurt a lot and you're gonna be like, wow, this game does not give me the healing I need. Trust me, I was there once, but bear with it. It's gonna be a slow progression, and you're really gonna start to feel it when you start leveling up. You're gonna be like, wow, I am so much stronger than I was a couple of days ago. And that's because you are. Some skills that I recommend are resistance, endurance, and stamina. You can do strength too, but I will say whatever you put your skill points into, you better like it because guess what? The reset stats, you gotta find this. Now, don't ask me how to get it. I have never found one, so they must be pretty rare or pretty pricey on the market. So make sure whatever you pick, you're gonna like it, okay? Don't have any second thoughts later. Don't regret your decision to pick it and pick it with a reason. So make sure you think about it. Next, so resistance actually gives you 6 max health, plus 1 defense, and 17 bag space. I would say defense is pretty important early on because it just simply you take less damage. Like who wouldn't want to like tank enemies and get smacked in the face multiple times and not take as much damage? It makes you more durable for the fights. And truly, I love that. That's why I've been putting so many of my skill points into resistance. Endurance. Endurance gives you 5 health, 2 stamina, and bag space. It gives you 163 bag space, which is amazing. If you're always short on bag space, spec some into endurance. You're gonna get quite a bit of bag space, especially if you can't find a backpack like I found. I have a blue one, which gives me plus 759. Lastly, stamina. Now, stamina is the one that gives you the most bang for your buck. It gives you 15 health. That's quite a bit of health. That's the most any of these skill points give for health. You get some stamina, and then you get more bag space. Now, stamina really is about just giving you health and stamina back, but I personally like the resistance the most. To quickly introduce agility and strength, I'll just show you since there are the only 2 left. Agility is going to give you 3 max health plus 8 stamina and 46 bag space. Not bad if you need stamina. Strength. Strength's going to give you 2 health, 1 stamina, 1 attack power, and 23 bag space. Like I said, I recommend specking into health. The reason why I'm saying to do resistance, endurance, and stamina is because I'm about to recommend you a weapon. It doesn't really matter how much damage you do if you have a weapon that stuns, right? That means you're getting free damage in. So, the weapon that I'm going to recommend you guys to find or to buy off the marketplace or to ask your friend for is the survival axe. So, this weapon um has a special ability called Fury Strike. It's where you lunge forward, smack the enemy, and they are stunned for 2 whole seconds. And those 2 seconds are going to be valuable. So don't just swing away. Make sure you line your shot up because if you miss that one shot and they smack you, you're going to get stunned. And well, I shouldn't say stunned. You're going to get smacked back, I should say, unless you know how to dodge. So that's a great weapon starting out if you can find one. Now, let's go into skills. Some skills that I would recommend early off is invisibility. That simply like allows you to get out of danger. If there's like 4 or 5 guys surrounding you, guess what? You just click that button and poof, you are gone. But I will warn you, if you click invisibility when you're trapped in a corner and they're already swinging at you and they manage to hit you, you are going to be knocked out of that invisibility simply just because they know where you're at now. Like, what's the point of being invisible if they know where you're at? The next ability that I recommend is Blink. That simply just allows you to teleport in any direction that you're going, a short distance. For your next ability, I recommend Exploit Weakness. The reason why I recommended this is because it knocks down the enemies in front of you. If you're ever trapped in a corner, can't get out, click this button and knock everybody over. It also reduces their defenses. And for your passives, if you notice when you hover over them, they have a letter. I mean, not a letter, a number. They have a number. This one has 7, 6, 6, 5, 7, 5, 4. You get the picture. It has a number in the top corner. And that's going to be important when you're picking your passive. So if you come up here, it says skill, power, 14 out of 16. That means better pick wisely or you're not going to be able to fill up all of these. Right now, I'm just running with whatever I've found currently. So I'm running with the backpack space. I mean, it's all right. Like, it's backpack space. The next one is increase vitality rate, which is pretty good, I'd say, especially if you're taking a lot of damage. But the one that I really want is the armor mastery. I feel like that one's going to be pretty good. Or fortitude. Permanently increases max health. And then the armory gives you a defense increase. I'm really wanting to get as tanky as possible. So yeah, I feel like those are some good things to get into. Um, Another thing I want to get into, so trading, don't expect to just get into the game and expect to be trading right away. You have to spend real money on the game to do trading. And I'm not going to say that's a good thing. I'm not going to say that's a bad thing. I'm simply just going to say the trading is like the Warframe marketplace. You need platinum to trade in that game, and platinum you purchase with real money. Same thing goes for this one. So you use gold. That is the currency that you pay for in this game to do trading. $10 is 1,000 gold bars in this game. You can buy pretty much anything. If you're broke like me, you can just register items for sale. It'll cost you $500. Pick your price of what you want to sell the item at, and if you get lucky, you get currency. I've already made 315 gold bars, and I've not spent anything on the game. And if you want, you can save those. The currency, you can save those for items in the cube shop. For example, they have this adorable bunny suit. If you save 1,350, guess what? You got yourself a bunny suit and you didn't have to spend any money. Someone else basically bought it for you with your hard work. And you don't have to wear all these pieces if you don't want to. This is just what my character looks like in it. They do have a lot of items to choose from. If you don't like gold, that's not your style. Guess what? There's a pink option. So, the next thing I want to get into is what do you actually need to start playing the game? Well, first off, I would just like to say that anytime that you go into the game, um, there's going to be a timer on your left. And when you see that timer on the left, you're going to see that you need to get to the next room or dimension or whatever you want to call it, it's going to show up as a green door. So you're going to want to get to that green door as fast as possible, because if you don't make it to that green door, then you're a goner, okay? You're not making it out of this raid alive. So this game isn't just about survival, it's about time management. So if you don't manage your time wisely, then you're just not going to make it in this game. I will say that the yellow cubes are the way out. The red cubes are the way to the boss room. So, if you get to the boss room in solos and you can't take it out alone, sometimes there'll be other players. Now, are these players your friends or are they your foe, is what you need to ask yourself. Well, we have a visitor here. I just wanted to show you some gameplay. See, as you get into the game, you are a lot stronger. This person wants to fight me. This person really wants to fight me. And they won. So there you go. The combat is not too easy in this game. Lucky them, I came in with my backpack, so they got everything. So when you die, it actually shows you what you lost or what you gained. I believe it does, at least. Actually, I skipped it. My bad. So anyways, when you die, you lose everything that was in your backpack. So I should have put everything that I had in my stash. And speaking of which, your stash is going to be over here. Let me just get to the lady. Your stash is over here. It's going to be this girl right here. You walk up to her, press F, and you say, I'd like to use your warehouse. Now, when you do this, you just put whatever you have into here, and you can spend more money to get more stash spaces. But I'm currently have this much. I will say that when you get into the raid, if you notice, I still had these two spots when I got back after dying. These are your safe pocket. Basically, put anything in here, you're not gonna lose it. So, put anything important or anything that you want to keep in there. Lastly, I just want to get into this over here. This little girl right here is basically your dailies and weeklies. You take a request from her. You have weeklies at the top, and then you have your dailies. Now, if you notice the rewards from these, you get battle pass points, money, XP, this, which is basically how you craft things in the game, and honor rating. Now, that honor rating, I'll just briefly explain it. I'm going to go to her for example. If you look up here, she's basically the doctor. But you go here at the top, it says affinity level 1. You get common poor items from her. So I'll just show you what that means. They're all white items. You're not getting anything good. But when you fill this bar right here, how it has like that 1, I'm pretty much almost there, but to get level 2, I still need to be level 12, which I am, so that's not a problem. So that means when I get this bar full, I will unlock uncommon items that I'll be able to use in the game. So I would say choose wisely, because you only get a certain amount of dailies to do. If you look at the top right, it says today's available daily missions 5. I can only complete 5 missions. So choose wisely on whose affinity you want to raise that day, and you will be just fine. Another thing that I want to get into is crafting. Now, I'm just going to show you what you get. I'm going to take these two things out just to show you for the sake of the video. So when you go over here, this burn barrel, if you have a weapon, armor piece that you just are going to sell because you don't want it, don't sell it. Don't sell it. Come over here. Take your weapon out of your inventory and then put it in the burn barrel. You will get these crystals, and these crystals are used for several different things. You can come over here. You can craft with it. There's a lot of different items that you can craft. Now, I will say that those are not the only materials you're going to need to craft with. You're going to need everything that's on that list. So if you look at the bottom of this weapon, it says ice chunks, titanium piece, blue crystals, and the emblems that you get from Dailies. Be careful with what you're selling. If you look at her symbol, you see that hammer. If you pick up an item and it has that hammer symbol, save it. That's for a weapon that you can craft later on. Never sell it unless you just don't plan on crafting, because crafting takes a long time in this game. You come to this guy. After scrapping your weapons and you get these two materials, you come to this guy. He offers different things. You come to him. You can look, you can see what kind of things he's offering. He's offering some pretty good purples and blues. So yeah, you can talk to this guy and get purple and blue items. And yeah, I think that's really about everything that you need to know so far. Make sure you're really planning in what you put your skill points into. I know that when I spawned in, I died really fast. It's because I'm putting all my energy into making this video for you guys. I wasn't really paying attention to my surroundings, so that's bound to happen when you're not paying attention. You die fast. So really, just get in there. Be cautious. I don't recommend sneaking. Look how slow you walk while you're sneaking. You guys don't sneak unless you're hiding from a player. I guess that's good enough. But I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. If this video gave you some help that you needed, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and let me know if you want to see a part 2 in the Cube Save Us. That way I can help you guys.